They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Tua.
Yes, sir.
From the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. First carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for him upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I don't care about Xavier Howard. I think I care. I don't.
To throw is Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Go for it, right?
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Go for it, too. Oh, we're getting mad. Getting mad. No, we're getting.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, it's Tua. 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like his throw. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on it.
Now, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. They'll take over at the 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we
got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Look.
Again, it's Cook. They find some open
Yeah,
field
Cook.
here.
Yeah, Cook. Yeah, Cook. Yeah, Cook.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Vikings. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Pistol tie slide.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, 38. Blue striker. Black top. Ready?
Tua gonna throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Dolphins at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins now. And now the ball's
wow, dude.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check smash. Hey, cross field.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right. Green gap.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
Oh my God.
He'll look to throw.
You ever shut up?
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their
Tell
bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Flush it right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on third down.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Cousins.
Oh, he
rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Ultra. Go ultra. Second. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
6, 7.
Tua now on first down. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Oh,
Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, you have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget...
Oh my God, how'd you go to the ball, dummy? How about you go to the ball?
They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll
swing this out
to Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
No, we let it boom.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because most guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people. Hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. This will be caught. It's one.
Oh,
And the Dolphins
sack him, bro. Right there.
on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the one.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did
Right there.
a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball
there,
across the
bro.
plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphins touchdown. That's a score I felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this, we know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I was going to go to the damn Pro Bowl.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Such a man.
Cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Room here to run.
Oh, let's go.
Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Make them drive. Make them drive. Big play.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right, 97. Black ultra.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
Come
He'll take this one up close to about the 45.
They did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Green jacket. Slide 2.
From the 45 on second down, Tua. Man complete to Cedric Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here, right. Watch it. 6. 6. Measure. Hut.
Tua sets up to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Whatever's going on between his ears right now.
He's
just
tired,
not
though.
completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So
Dang, I'm just setting up the linebackers. I was just like figure that out.
The offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup
This
quarterback.
would be so
That's
easy
who he needs to
before
get
you
rid of
learn
now
that.
and get himself
Let's
calm.
set up the
yards the
linebackers.
tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
What do you think he in right there? You think that top safety in?
Throwing.
Find out real quick. Get it.
This ball complete.
We'll find out from there real quick. We go with that number 1
And
receiver.
he'll be out right at the 35. First
Late
down
for
for
that one.
Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Oh, man.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's
Fuck for the block, 84.
Play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Emmanuel Agba finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yes, sir.
Fourth, and that personal foul penalty is
Yes,
help.
sir.
In these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's
the
actually
same look, you know.
not a good play.
Man killer if you don't know. Man killer if you don't know.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Got him.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
These guys are running offense.
Drive right here, though. Drive right here, though.
Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given.
I got one-on-one safety.
Needed a big run.
I'll probably throw that
He's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
One-on-one.
To throw, Cousins. Open right side, complete to Rager.
Oh, Rager?
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the
13-yard
line.
Fight for me. Good fight right there. You fumble earlier.
When you do, you just put the ball on it.
Come on, guards.
He's got some space.
Come on, guards.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Guards. I didn't block the soul.
After a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
You know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
One of my whoop-de-whoops. I was holding her back. One of her friends said, "Just you look gay as hell at that back." Guess what I said, nigga? Good, maybe keep these bitches off me. Oh!
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
You got a house up. Ooh, I knew I got with that shit.
Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season.
Nothing.
The defense has really struggled. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We're fine. Play the sticks, make them drive.
Now Tua.
I'm back here, throw it.
They'll get this
to
Edmonds. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
What we gonna do? Let my niggas go get him. Back up, too.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly.
Double covered. Double covered.
Another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, are you going to try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
That was activated.
They run again on first down.
And
maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's my dog. Shut up.
Throwing here, Cousins.
Yeah, I'm throwing. Out of bounds.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Don't care.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Minnesota, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.
Oh yeah, Pastor Sam. Oh yeah. Buckle up for real. That's his team. You.